What are we doing? So as you can see, I'm gonna mark it down for 11 minutes. Transition between meditation and speech. I am trying to feel this out at the moment. I don't have too much personal direction at the moment as far as what my meditations should look like if I do them. I am exuberantly sore from today is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday's exercise session with a good buddy of mine. Went to the gym for the first time in a very long time, and I had done a couple lower body exercises, barely a few, and I have never felt my hamstrings like this in a long time. I did I do not know the exercise, but I said it in other videos. Reverse reverse back raises. So these are my legs in relation to the floor, so they're horizontal to the floor. This is my waist, and this is my back and head, right? So you're raising your back and head upwards, right? So you're looking at the ground, and then you raise your head up. Your legs are staying parallel to the floor, so your hamstrings and glutes get a really good raise. And I haven't done those in a long time, and they're absolutely killing me right now. I can't even stand and meditate usually. I wanted to get, this is how bad it is. It's about, by the way, 6:30, I think we're going on right about now. So I wanted to be right about here. It's a pretty poor position for the camera, but here, I'll just do it. It should be enough. Yeah, that's better. Excuse me, I wanted to be like right here and doing. Right, you see me do these dynamic. This is just a generalized version of dynamic meditation stage 1. Tried to do a little fire and ice just to get started before I pressed record, I believe. I'm not even sure. Excuse me, folks. This is gonna have to turn into my vlog. I'm just gonna try and keep on talking. So, 5:47 wake up. Very, extremely, very distracted prayer. I'm supposed to be praying for a good 5 to 10 minutes, and then perhaps a good 5 to 10 minutes of this, and then proceed. This is what I did yesterday, by the way. Yesterday, I started off with 5 to 10 minutes of prayer, 5 to 10 minutes of breathing. I went outside for a half-hour walk. Came in, took my shower, and went to work. Came in, took my cold shower, and went to work. 15-second guy, don't worry. It was very, very short. In the shower, I was prepping downwards, so I did a descent of the water temperature. But once I got down to pretty much cold to freezing, and it was probably only like 40. It wasn't really freezing, but maybe 40, 45 degrees, and it was maybe 15 seconds before I called it quits. So yeah, we got a long way to go for that. This morning, it is raining. The real man will get out of bed, strip down to maybe, I don't know, Speedo, and go for the walk. Kill two birds with one stone. Cold shower is just like a thunderstorm, rainstorm, is just like a cold shower. So I got all the way to the point where I walked up to the door and opened it. Almost started crying because I just couldn't stop visualizing the immense pain, agony of a half-hour walk without any clothes on. And, well, here I am. So, beta bitch coming at you, day 2. I gotta keep moving. I've gotta keep moving. I'm not even sure yet if I'm gonna get up and do the cold shower. I did a cold shower in the morning yesterday because for some reason I decided to shave my head, and that just transitioned. And then today I'm getting all beta bitch right now and not walking because it's raining, which means I'm about to decide to not take my cold shower until the evening. I want to do everything, especially for these first 3 days of fasting. But I'll be damned if I am legit. I am feeling miserable today. I will say my hamstrings and glutes are probably most definitely the sorest parts of my body. Also my calves. I massaged those for at least a little bit yesterday, so they honestly don't feel as bad as my hamstrings and glutes. I don't want to focus too much on the recording right now. I like to save those for the evening, but I liked recording my meditations, so I'm just going to work on this transition. I don't know if I want to stay specific. This is kind of a really good representation of what I used to believe, or how I kind of used to structure like a routine. You know, I've never been really great at routines, specifically time-wise. So you just hear me say what I did yesterday and how I'm doing it differently today already. And it's only 6:30, right? So 6:30, February 9th, day 2, day 2. And I'm already throwing it off, right? My main purpose is to do the goals, hit as many check marks. And I know it's not about checking off the boxes, but hit as many habits as I can. Originally, when I do things on my own, like habit tracking, a good goal for me to keep in mind is when I like the 3-3-3 rule. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. 3 days, pat yourself on the back, go another 3 weeks, pat yourself on the back, go another 3 months. Habit formed, habit broken, right? And since it's already set up for me, K-Day is already set up for me, King's Initiation, it's already set up. I'm just gonna, I'm changing things around in my head. So when I do the 3-3-3 rule, or I start my own habits or whatnots on my own without any accountability, I prefer to do habits either 1 or 2 at a time. No more than 1 or 2 habits at a time when following that 3-3-3 protocol. So if you're going to exercise and drink water, or so if you're going to do 2 habits, you need to take like exercising and drinking water. Drinking water, not so hard. Exercising, definitely on the harder scale. So you do those for 3 days straight. If you do them for 3 days straight, you continue on. 3 weeks, continue on. 3 months. It's definitely hard to exercise, obviously, for 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Just an example. But the point of habit tracking is to form that daily habit. In my mind, I'm not so worried about the time that I do these specific habits, so much so as I want to make sure I actually get them done. So today's a pretty good example of that already. I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna be pulling a half a day at work. I'm gonna be changing things a little bit around. So it's kind of what I would expect, or what I would prepare for when I do my, like I said, if I were to do habit tracking. However, in this sense, I have at least, I think I have like 13 habits to 13. And one of them is the not to do all the thou shalt nots. So thou shalt not watch any videos, no scrolling, no TV, no video games, no porn, no masturbation, no sweets, no sugar, no alcohol, you know. So those are kind of one, because it's just what you're not supposed to do. But to me, quite honestly, if those are extremely difficult tasks, extremely difficult habits for you to either, i.e. break or make, those are obviously all breaks. But if they are hard for you to break, you take one of those. You know, I like I said, I only want to do 1 or 2 habits at a time. That way you can fully guarantee, that way I can fully guarantee that it is taken care of. 13 habits, 10 habits, anything more than 2 is where it gets difficult. And I think for me, at least personally, this is where accountability really, really triumphs. Without accountability, we are nothing. Period. Absolutely, period. And I just got chills, so I feel good. I'm not even standing. I like the walk because it grounds you, you know? The walk, the run, you know, humans are bred to run. Plain and simple. We got our legs for a reason, and they're not to squat. They're not to jump. They are first formulated for the walk. That's obviously that's obviously not truth, but more or less just a guideline. Like, whatever your thoughts are on where humans came from, the second we had the ability to stand, I'm pretty sure, you know what, I don't know. That's neither here nor there. If we were, because kids will be able to sometimes squat. Kids will be able to squat first. You know, they might be able to stand and then just squat, right? Stand and then squat. So that frontal plane movement might be the most important. I believe that we are caught up in the frontal plane too much these days, and we don't do the what's known as the gait movement. So straddle your legs, and actually it's this, right? Most people don't have this movement going on, the X factor of your body. Most of us are just in this one line linear motion where you could say, oh, I walk around all day. That's fine. That's totally fine. However, if you're sitting at a desk, and then you go to the gym and do nothing but squats, deadlifts, and bench presses, I personally believe you're missing out on a fuck ton. A ton. It's that simple. Frontal plane is just one plane. I mentioned in yesterday's videos, there's multiple. There are 3 basics, the frontal, sagittal, transverse, and then there are all sorts of different movement patterns. All sorts. I personally think, hell, there could be 100 movement patterns for all I know. But there are maybe 10 to 15 basics, 10 to 20 basic movement patterns. And most of us are stuck in maybe a handful, 1 to 5 at most. Even our gym rats, even our best of the best. All right, yeah, so most of my videos are already getting to be 30 minutes long. I'm just gonna post this, call it a vlog, check off the box of some meditation and vlogging. I'll do the shower and probably the walk later on this evening. Thank you for watching, thank you for following, thank you for growing stronger as an individual. Not that I know. My head hurts. All right, yo. Well, thankfully, I don't think I think that did wake me up at least. Let me get that one out there right now, because the point of the meditation, the point of the walk, for certain, is to get your ass up out of bed, right? I think I've mentioned it. I love how I just said my goodbyes. I think I mentioned it in yesterday's video, or I've mentioned this to some people that I've already spoken to this about. My K-Day boot camp, my initiation, my 21 days started yesterday, February 8th, 2023, 23. And fuck, where was I going with that shit? Yeah, so the walk is definitely a way to get you up and out of bed. This is half the reason why, unconsciously, don't get me wrong, a lot of people own dogs. Dogs require a walk. At least humans are breeding themselves to believe that the companionship of their dog requires a few things: the walk, the food, the shit, and the eat. So as long as you can handle those, perhaps you can do them on your own. Good job. So we get up, we get out, we walk, and that wakes the body up, that grounds the body. You get into that movement pattern and your body is awake. I'm pretty sure I am not going back to bed. I'm not going back to bed, but I obviously didn't use my lower half here, so I'm gonna have to tailor something. The point is, I'm pretty sure I'm awake. I'm pretty sure I am fully immersed in accepting today's challenges, even though I'm sore, I'm tired, even though oh my fucking hamstrings. All right, that's enough complaining from me. Really weird ending there, but it works. So thank you all for joining. We'll stay shy of the 30-minute mark and just stick to this. Meditate expressively, folks.